Yo, what's going on, Team Tweedie? I hope you're super well. Welcome to episode 29 of Hashtag Ask Tweedie, the football show where you guys send in your football-related questions and I answer them to the best of my ability. I'm recording this pretty late because I'm working on some very exciting things. I'm just looking at it now. It's basically giving you guys inside information. It will come to the vlog soon, but it's a training program where I pretty much plan everything for you. So if you're training 3 times a week, twice a week, once a week, whatever day it is, like I've factored in every single day. So if you're training 3 times a week and it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I made a program for you. If you're training once a week on a Thursday, I got a program for you. I'm basically building this. I'm so excited, and the reason I'm doing it is because I had the exact same thing when I was a little bit young, no, not even younger, like a year ago, and my mentor created it for me, and when I stuck to it and really worked on it, I saw massive improvements, and it just gave me something to basically know. It gave me a vision. Like, I knew what I was doing every single day. I was like, alright, Thursday, football sprints, let's go. Or Monday, okay, it's recovery day, this is what I need to do, rather than being like, oh, okay, it's Monday, I guess I can work on my first touch. So I'm going to start implementing that as well, but I'm so hyped on this. I think it's going to be sick. So many of you are looking for a training program, but you don't know how to implement it. And I see so many people creating training programs, and then it's like, yeah, but I train 3 times a week. How can I implement your 7-day program into my training sessions? Like, I can't do that much. So I'm trying to factor everybody in. I think it's going to be sick, whether you train once a week, 4 times a week with your team, even if you play on Saturday, or if you play on Sunday, I got the program for you. So enough of that, let's get into the episode. I think it's going to be sick, by the way. The first question: how important is diet at 17 years old? This comes from ASIF Football Skills Anees. So diet for me has never really been an issue. I can eat ice cream, I can eat cake, I can eat cookies, I can eat chocolate, and I feel fine. I never feel like down. I think the biggest thing for me is making sure that I have water. If I don't have water, that's something that I really notice, because like I don't even have water right now, but I notice that I just feel a bit tired and I don't feel like, I get headaches, my brain doesn't function as well, and it's usually when I don't have water for the day, I'm like, why am I so tired? And then it's because I haven't had water. So water is one of the biggest things. I'll put that out there first. Secondly, it depends on who you are, really. For example, Jay will get into this in a video sometime, but he used to be a lot bigger when he was younger, and he had to watch his diet and basically do a lot more work in the gym, more fitness work, stuff like that, in order to lose the weight. So if you're somebody who has a lot of weight, then definitely diet is very important. If you gain a lot of weight, you need to watch the foods that you're eating. Another one of mine is I need to have vegetables, because when I was younger, well, not even younger, but when I was living at home for the 19, 20 years of my life, I would always have vegetables, and so now if I don't have vegetables, I just feel disgusting. I almost feel like my body needs them to like function, and I'm not sure if that's true for everyone. I think it is, but some people don't like it, and that's fair enough. So I'd say diet is important, and then as well, on top of that, diet before games, after games, before training, after training. So making sure that you're having proteins and carbs, like whatever you really need. I don't know enough about this to give you guys not feedback, but like, what's the word, Sheldon? I'm just so hyped on this. I don't have enough knowledge to give you advice on what to eat. I just know after games I try to have a protein shake, and then because I was trying to gain a lot of weight, I created a 1,000-calorie protein shake that I would have at night. I haven't weighed myself in a while, I need to do that. But yeah, the before games, like you want to make sure, like I always had a banana, that was just something that I had. Some people always had a coffee. Carbs, so you gotta have carbs for, I think it's lunch you have carbs at, so if you're playing at 3 o'clock, you want to have carbs at about 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, something like that. Again, I'm not sure on this. Do your research, let me know, because I don't know enough about it. But that's what I would say. If you're gaining a lot of weight, if you're feeling like you're slow, then watch your diet. Be careful with it, because a lot of people complain that they're too slow, they're too big, and the main thing is their diet. You're eating too many cakes, you're eating too many chocolate. Like, literally, I could eat so much of that junk food and I'm just gonna be still the same weight. I don't know what it is with my body. It's, in one hand, it's very lucky because I can eat what I want, but in another one, it means that I can't put on weight as easily as everybody else, and that's led to me being dropped by some teams. So, that's what I would say. Do your research as well. Second question. How much money do you recommend having and taking when starting the journey? That comes in from FIFA GAMER. So, I think it varies for every country. I noticed in Spain everything was a lot cheaper. England, well, in saying that, the euro to the Australian dollar was really bad, so I was paying a lot more money for food than I would in Australia, if that makes sense. It kind of depends. Like, someone messaged me today asking if I want to go to South Africa to play, and I'm sure it would be a lot cheaper to play there and live there, so then you would need less money. I think as on top of that, you need to see what your living arrangements are. So when I first came to the UK, I wasn't paying anything because I was living with a family, with my dad's work friend's friend or something like that. I forget how it went, and I lived with them for free or pretty much nothing. So I was very lucky, and that meant I didn't need as much money. But if you're literally going, say I'm going to Germany, I don't know anyone in Germany, so how am I going to live? I'm going to have to buy an Airbnb probably until I find a place to live. Then you're going to have to research. I suggest you go on some websites and see how much it costs to live per month. Try and figure out some groceries, how much you need, and then as well as that, you need a transport. So those are the bare minimums. And yeah, like, I can't give you an exact figure because it's always going to be different. It depends. Do you want to spend extra money? Do you have a girlfriend that you need to pay extra money for? Are you looking for a girlfriend that you're going to need to spend extra money on while you're there? There's just a ton of things that go into it. I can't give you an exact figure. And on top of that, again, like, you need to think about how long you're actually going to stay there for. There's just so many factors that go into it. That, like, are you going to get paid by a team? Are you going to be working while you're over there? There's just too many different things to think about. I would just say, this is my advice, and I always say this: stop spending money on stupid stuff. Like, why do you need, for example, this, right? I got this as a present. I would never buy perfume if out of my own pocket. Like, I just don't think it's necessary. I would never buy that out of my own pocket. So I'm saving, I don't know how much this is. I think it might be like 40 Australian dollars. So that was a present gifted to me, and that's something where I go, well, I don't need to spend that. My Timberland shoes, I don't know where they are. I left them downstairs. I would never spend money on that. Another one here. I really wanted this. This beats UE Boom. I really wanted it, and I wanted it for ages. Never spent it. Never spent $1 on it. Got it as a present. Got the Timberland shoes as a present. There's just, like, so many things where I just go, I really want that, but I don't want to spend my money because I know what my goal is. My goal is to become a professional footballer. Why would I waste money on silly things that I don't necessarily need? Oh, by the way, add me on Snapchat, Sheldon Tweedie. Why would I spend money on things I don't need when I need that money to go and live? So think about that, and then on top of that, like, literally just work, make your money. If you, in the scheme of things, it's much better to have 50,000 Australian dollars than 5,000 Australian dollars. That's how you gotta look at it. So stop spending money on stupid stuff, stop going out for food, make your food yourself, save that money, and if you really want it, that's what you're gonna do. Like, I've spoken about how, if you want to watch it again, I forget what episode it was, but I spoke about how I saved all my money in work. So I suggest you go and watch that, but that's my advice for you. You can't really put a figure on how much you actually need to go on this journey. Third and final question. When did you realize you want to be a pro? This comes in from Crystal Ganias. When did I realize I wanted to become a pro? Wow. I think it was always there. I don't think there was ever a set point where I was like, yeah, I think I can actually go pro. I always had other interests. Like, at one point I said to my dad I want to be a lawyer, and that ended very quickly because I realised how much work you actually had to do. Yeah, I think I always knew that, like, in Australia, this isn't bragging. I like to give you guys the honest truth about what actually happens, rather than sugarcoat it and say, yeah, I was okay, I was an okay player. But in Australia, from the age of 5 to 10, I absolutely killed everyone. There's no two ways around it. Like, I was scoring at least hat-tricks every game, and they would give out man of the matches. I remember when I was younger, they always gave out man of the matches. It was a video card to go to the video shop, and every single match, bare maybe 1 or 2, I deserved that, but because they had to give it to a different person every game, I only got it like the same as everyone else. So like, I absolutely killed it, and I think I always knew that I was better than everybody else, and that's what pushed me to go further. And again, that's not being bragging, that's not being arrogant, that's literally me telling you the truth. I was scoring hat-tricks every game. A game I scored 10 goals in. Yeah, and then I got dropped, and I think my dad being there, my dad was amazing. He pushed me so much, and every single day he would like not question me, but he would say like, do you really want to become a pro? And I'm like, yeah, like, let's do it. And he really pushed me a lot, and I think there were times there where I remember one time he said, yeah, let's go to the park, and I cried because I didn't want to, because I knew that I would upset him. And like, you can think what you like of that, but my dad was massive on me, and I'm so grateful that he pushed me even when I didn't want to do things. And that's like, so like, I hold that very close, because it's important that, like I say, when I have Jay here, he pushes me to do stuff I don't want to do. So having my dad do that was epic. I improved so much, and yeah, I never pinpoint a single day in my life where I went, yeah, I want to be a pro. I just always knew this is what I wanted to do. Maybe, look, if I had to pinpoint a day, it would probably be like year 9, year 10. So when I was about 15, 16, where like I actually knew, maybe, because like that was when school was really boring for me. I'm like, I'm not interested in any of this. I just want to play football. That's probably the biggest point where I was just like, stuff school, I'm not going to university. Why would I do that? What a waste of time. Yeah, that, I don't know. Like, there's not, oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm a bit sick as well. Yeah, there's no pinpoint. I can't put a pinpoint on it. Let me know. The question for you guys, put it in the comments. When did you guys think you, like, what was the question? When did you realize you wanted to become a pro? Was it, I don't know, was it through watching my videos? You were like, man, this looks sick. I want to try and become a pro as well. Did you, at some point, realize, like, I hate school. I want to become a pro footballer? Yeah. Let me know in the comments. Comment question of the day, or comment question of the hashtag Ask Tweedie episode. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. But anyway, Team Tweedie, I'm signing out. Make sure you leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new around here, join the hashtag Ask Tweedie family, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.